Alrighty. Good afternoon, good morning, depending on when you may be watching this. My name is Jim Biggins. I'm with the Alpha Media Group, 94.5 The Moose. I do the morning show here. And I have a good friend. This is great. Sometimes I meet people on here that I'm meeting for the first time, but not in Linda's case. Linda McGee with Wildfire Credit Union. You are the Chief Marketing Officer. Am I getting the title right? Because I should know that by now.
I'm one of the chiefs. Yes.
Perfect. I guess I can throw it out there. We've known each other. I was thinking about that this morning because Linda's daughter at one point used to babysit my son. He's now 19. So we've known each other for
a long time.
A little while now.
Yes.
A little while.
Yes.
All right. It's back to school time. And this is probably a different back to school year than we have ever seen anywhere. And the one thing that that doesn't change as everything else changes this year is that classrooms and teachers can always use a little help. And one of the ways that's most useful is financial help. And Wildfire Credit Union has put together a very unique way to do that. Can you kind of explain that a little bit?
I can. Yeah, we were kind of putting our heads together to look at what we could do for the teachers and not really knowing how school's going to transpire this fall. Yeah. And so we thought, if nothing else, whether it is an in-person class or a virtual class, they always have a financial need. And,
sure.
If it's in the classroom, they're going to have some need for some, whether it's disinfecting wipes or what all it is. And virtual, there's some electronic things that they may need. So we decided to start a program called Classroom Cash. And we started it on the 10th of August and put it out for people to nominate teachers and to nominate the classroom. And the first week of it was just nominations. Right. And we had 153 teachers in their classrooms that were nominated throughout our area. Yeah, it was quite impressive. And from that, we got our finalist list. And from the finalist list, there were several of the teachers that were nominated multiple times. Mm-hmm. So that kind of formulated our finalist list. So we have 6 teachers throughout the area that are on our finalist list. And we have created a Facebook album on our Wildfire Credit Union Facebook page that people can go in and vote for the classroom teacher that they would like to see win a $1,000 Visa gift card. And we'll have 3 winners.
We're in the voting phase right now.
Yes.
And the voting phase will continue for how long?
Through the end of this week. So through Friday. And then our winners will be announced on Monday.
All right. Yep. So important to go to the Wildfire Credit Union Facebook page to see who's on there, because it might be a neighbor, it might be a friend, it might be one of your kids' teachers.
It could be, right. I can give you the classrooms. We've got their schools that we've got represented so far are Jay Cole with Meridian Early College, Lisa Donovan with Meridian Elementary, Jasmine Kraft with North Saginaw Charter Academy, Missy Brazil with Arthur Hill High School, Mandy Matthews with Bangor Lincoln Elementary, and Jennifer DeRocher at Bangor Lincoln Elementary. And so far, we've got over 2,500 votes that have come in this week. So the voting's been pretty active because this is just Wednesday.
Yeah. And when it comes down to the last day or two, it'll get very nuts.
Nuts. It will. And
you were saying go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
You were saying there's 3 prizes? I mean, usually in a contest like this, there's one.
We decided that this being the unusual year it is, that we would award 3 prizes. So there will be 3 $1,000 gift cards given out to the top 3 teachers. Okay,
now will each card be disinfected and sealed before you give it to them?
Absolutely. Will not be touched by human hands. How about that? We'll make sure that we don't want to give them over cash, because that's not clean anymore. Nobody wants to take cash. They all want the electronic cards. And yeah, our gift cards when they come to us are in a pretty much pristine environment. So
Did you ever imagine that this was how daily business was going to go?
no, never. And it just amazes me what has happened. In 2020 has not been the best year for any of us, I don't think.
No, no, no. If there was a fast forward button, I'd be right on it.
Yeah, I just want it all contained to 2020, and let's
Yeah.
when we get to 2021, let's have a good year.
In some ways, though, there are some good things happening.
Oh yeah.
There's been a lot of innovation. I have a couple neighbors who are teachers, and normally I see them out on the back patio a little bit more. Not this summer.
No.
And I did, when we're out cutting grass, or whatever, strike up a conversation. And the amount of preparation the teachers are going through to have, an online plan and a hybrid plan and an in-classroom plan, and how do we transition from one to the other? Because I know in the springtime it was chaos because nobody had noticed, nobody had time to prepare, nobody had, the poor kids, were it's kind of thrown into the middle of this, and the teachers thrown into the middle of this. I'm just so hoping that this time is going to pay off, and I know for those who are the winners too, I know they'll be extremely grateful.
Well, and it's interesting too because not all students learn the best through remote. I mean, so they're challenged with not only how do I provide the best teaching in a remote environment, but how do I also handle, working with those students that maybe need a little extra help because remote doesn't work.
I may or may not be able to be speaking for myself here at this point when I say that not all parents are necessarily good at helping being teachers at home.
Well, I learned that back when my kids were in school, and some of the questions that, I need a little help in my homework, and it was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
They don't do it the way they did it when I learned.
No.
So
there was a math threshold. Once that math threshold was crossed, I'm out of here.
Yeah, me too. So I just give major kudos to the teachers out there because they are facing challenges they've never faced before and excelling in ways that we would never have thought.
Yeah, the innovation has been
yes,
impressive. Well,
yes.
It's not just teachers. I mean, you were telling me even before we get on here, you've been doing your job from home since when?
Mid-March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever think your office would be so close to your garage?
No. It's interesting because I really, when we made the decision and I moved, my computer and everything home, it was like, oh, I don't think this is going to work. And as you settle in and get into the routine, it does work, and it works quite well. And we've not, you do a whole lot more online meetings, you do a whole lot more telephone conversations. And I'm learning to do things more paperlessly than I did when I was in my office and could just hit print.
Yeah.
So
from the customer's side of it too, because I know you mentioned again before we started, there's a portion of your staff that is working at home, but obviously another portion of it has to be, in the facilities.
Right.
So how has this affected customers and the services that they come in for or want to come in for?
Significantly at first, because credit unions are financial institutions, so they're deemed essential. So we never stopped providing services to our members. And the first phase of this, when everything kind of shut down, we closed our lobbies and did everything through the drive-through that we could possibly do, which increased the need for our drive-through tellers to know more details about more things that we offer and be able to, send out loan documents or something like that typically would not be happening through the drive-through. But the other thing that's happened is our electronic services, our call center, all of those areas have been seeing a major increase in traffic. Because people are finding out that they can go into online banking and apply for a loan. They can go through our website and apply for a loan. They can do a lot of things that are typically you would think you would need to come into the branch, that they have found out that they can do electronically. And if they do need to come into the branch, they're able to accomplish most of it through the drive-through. But now our lobbies are back open. So we're able to, bring people in if they want to personally apply for a loan, which in the case of like a mortgage loan or something like
Sure.
that is typically more in-person type of transaction. But our teller lines are back open, and all of our new account services and all of that can be done in person or online, whichever the member prefers.
So do you feel like you're maybe this close to normal again, or?
I think there's a new normal.
Yeah.
I don't think normal will ever be what it was before, because and I'm one that can probably attest to this, I've done a whole lot more online shopping than I have done in the past. So I think people are becoming much more comfortable doing that and finding that they can accomplish a whole lot through their computer that they didn't realize they could before.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it was a comfort level thing too. I would do my banking on my laptop, but I didn't want to do it on my phone. And a lot of those barriers
Right.
kind of fallen down.
Yes, they have. In fact, it's been interesting because we kind of we monitor how people interact with us through our website, and are they coming in through their desktop? Are they coming in through their iPad? Are they coming in through their phone? And not that we can see who it is. It's just that you can see the number of interactions, and the phone and iPad has gone way higher than the desktop interactions have been. So people are finding it much more comfortable to have that app on the phone and be able to go through and take care of their business that way.
And this year too, it's been interesting to watch as our behavior has changed. Things like, camping and outdoor activities and things that we can social distance just have exploded. I talk with RV dealers in the area, and their lots have been just cleaned out.
Yes.
Which means we
can help with that.
Services, through this whole thing. So all that had to go on. Was that a challenge to be able to accommodate, all this new business coming in at a time when you're doing things differently?
It's not been a big challenge, because a lot of the dealerships that we work with remotely anyway. So if our member is purchasing a camper or an RV or a motorhome and they're at the dealership, they can just interact with us through the dealerships. Or if they wanted to, if they purchased it from another person, if they're currently a member of ours, they can apply online without any problems whatsoever. If they're a new member, it takes a little bit more due diligence than it would. But for the most part, we can do everything electronically. We have secure signing of loan documents that can be done online. So it makes it really convenient to do that. And you're right, a lot more people. I've seen a lot more campers on the road and a lot more motorhomes. And I think people are just finding those little vacation spots that they can just pull up and enjoy, as opposed to having to go to some, other resort or something like that.
If anyone doubts that that's true, I recommend you try to get onto I-75 going north Friday afternoon, maybe 5:30.
Yes, we have a cottage that we go to, a family cottage that we go to up in Gaylord. And there's been a couple times that I've taken a Friday off. So we've started up on Thursday evening.
Oh, yeah.
And Thursday evening, I think, is getting to be the new Friday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because it's still busy.
Well, if you're still thinking of doing something like that, that's the great news, is Wildfire would love to have a chat with you and would love to serve you and take care of you, and everything is open. I know I still like to go into a lobby every now and then just to see the faces I've known.
Right.
And that's, I guess, because with at least with me, with money, I want to see who's handling it. There's a trust.
And we're there for that because that's very true. There are some people that, you can do, if you had money that you wanted to put into a certificate or deposit or something, you can do that through our call center. But, you're talking about your life savings, and some people just prefer to come in and do that in person.
Sure.
And so we're available to do that, and we certainly have money to lend. So we're ready to help our members with whatever they need.
Well, let's remind everybody, in case they just happen to pop onto Facebook or YouTube and are seeing this right now. This all began because we're talking about a special program that Wildfire has going, where 3 teachers or classrooms are soon, based on, kind of friends and family voting, are going to have some money to help their classroom very soon. So let's recap again. We're down to 6 finalists.
Right, we are. We have 6 teachers and classrooms that are in the finalists, and they can go to our Wildfire Credit Union Facebook page. Mm-hmm. And it's in an album. So you can go in, you look at the picture, you click on the picture, you read the story, and then you can vote by liking the picture for whoever, whatever class you prefer to vote for. And the votes will all be tallied after Friday, and we'll announce 3 winners on Monday, and they will each win a $1,000 gift card to use for their classroom.
And yeah, if you're watching this on Facebook, that link is on our Moose Facebook page as well. It'll take you right to Wildfires. Linda, that's awesome. I have to say, it's been good chatting with you. Very excited.
Good to see you, Jim.
I know.
For you and for me and for a lot of people, we're so used to seeing each other at social events and getting caught up, and that's just not happening now. So it's great to see you.
It's great to see you too. And if you happen to go vote, before I forget, you can also share the Wildfire page with other folks who might not know that their kid's teacher or the teacher lives in your neighborhood or whatever. With enough votes, with your help, could be one of the winners. So I would certainly encourage you, please share those fast and furious, because the voting ends Friday.
At the end of the day, Friday, yes.
End of the day, Friday. All right. So we're down to basically the last 3 days, but based on the number of votes that came in the first few days, it's going to be some big numbers. Well, that's great, Linda. Thank you. Thank everybody at Wildfire for putting this together and making this happen. We all agree, anything we can do to help teachers, especially this year, get their school years off to a good start, because it means everything to the kids and it means everything to the schools. And
it truly does. And they do a phenomenal job. And I think they need to be lauded and applauded and rewarded.
Any community is only as good as the schools that are in it. So
that's true. That's true.
That's all up to us. So, all right, Linda, will you take care?
Okay.
I look forward to, where will you be announcing the winners? Will that be on Facebook or elsewhere?
Yes,
or
it will be on Facebook. Yes.
Okay. So we'll look for that at 1:00 Monday, right?
Yes.
All right. Excellent. And to the teachers, good luck.
Yeah. Vote often. Thank you.
This is one place you can, and that's completely legal. Okay?
That's right. That's right. Thanks so much, Jim.
Thanks, Linda. Good talking with you.
Take care. Bye.